Can you tell me like a time when you had to manage a challenging client?
So a time when I had to manage a challenging client. So it was actually this Highways England project. And to give you a bit of context, we'd moved to a new region in the northeast of the United Kingdom. And effectively, myself and an engagement manager from McKinsey had presented to the team that this is what we wanted to do. And they had said thanks, but no thanks, and wanted to boot us out of the region. So I had one opportunity to effectively turn around the client's opinion and change their perspective. And this was made further complicated because our fee was linked to the efficiencies and the impact we were generating, and we stood to lose a huge chunk, basically. So you could see it's quite a complicated situation. So we had effectively force-fed the client a bunch of information which had not gone down well. So I kind of took a step back and thought to myself, what haven't we done here? And the kind of hypothesis I had all along was that we hadn't really listened or understood what the client's perspective was or what they really saw as the issue. So I devised a plan where I'd go into the one meeting I had with no slides and just ask the question, what are your problems? I've got a team paid for essentially. How can I help you? And the second thing I did was to buy them lunch, which is always a cheeky move. But I'll never forget, Moritz, I walked into the room and you can imagine 4 gentlemen sitting there. It was almost like a panel. And as I walked in, I was kind of waiting to receive my marching orders. And you could see on their face, they were expecting I was going to present all these slides. And I just sat down and completely changed the dynamic in the room by asking them, what are your issues? My hypothesis and thinking all along was that they wanted to achieve the same efficiencies that we did, but they were coming at it from a different angle, and we almost had to go a step back to go forward. And by listening to them, understanding their problems, the solution we got to was actually I did 2 weeks extra work to get them up to where we needed them to. And then we were able to generate 12 million in impact from that region in particular, which was a fantastic result. And what I learned from that is the importance of 1, listening to your clients, and 2, sometimes taking a step back and looking at your own solutions. And today I've got such a better relationship with that client and can call him at any time and pick up the call, which is great.
Nice. So